Welcome back to Cradle to Chaos.
Hey girl, hey.
How are you?
I am good. How are you doing?
I'm good. We've had a really big night, milestone-wise.
Ooh, wait. What do you mean?
Chloe took a couple steps all by herself. And it was actually really rude because I think she waited until I did not have my phone near me to record said moment.
She's playing you.
And then she also went to bed for the first time in her whole life without a bottle tonight.
Did she do okay?
Yeah,
That's a
I
hard
think,
transition.
Yeah, she was a little confused, and there were some tears because we did the same thing with Lainey. We gave her just a sippy cup of water.
Yeah.
She was like chugging on it like it was a bottle, and then she would like take it out and cry, and she'd look at me, and she'd look at it, and she'd hold it in the air like, what is this? But then she just snuggled in, and I wrapped her up with a little blankie and snuggled with her for a little while, and she like took the blankie and like pulled it under her chin. Aww. So I think she would thrive if we let her sleep with a blanket. It's just
not yet.
I know.
Yeah.
I can't remember when we gave Lainey a blanket.
I was just trying to think about that.
Because I mean,
I don't think it was that long ago for us.
We definitely did it in her crib, but I want to say she was like closer to 18 months.
I would say 18 months.
Yeah. I think before we did a blanket, we did let her have like a little lovey.
Yeah.
Like a little something.
Does Chloe have a lovey?
No, not yet.
She would like that, I bet.
So I'm wondering if maybe
like
just like one of the little tiny ones. And
yeah. The little sleepies ones.
Just waiting to get some hate from somebody for saying that. But
oh my gosh. Stop it. Also, do you realize I already brought up little sleepies? I swear I didn't do that on purpose. It just is what it is.
We'll bring you up more if you sponsor us.
Yes.
Just saying.
We had a milestone this week. Millie, we were downstairs eating. We had just finished dinner, and she's like, Mama, I poop. And I'm like, oh, you pooped? Or like, do you have to go poop? And she's like, yeah. Gotta go poop. And I was like, okay, do you want to go upstairs and go poop? And she's like, yeah. And so we went upstairs. She sat on the little potty that you gave us, and I closed the door a little bit and like gave her space. I came back. First of all, no one warns you about what that looks like. I was like,
impressive.
Holy shit. No pun intended.
How does this come out of their body?
I was like, wait a second. I like the way I jumped out of my skin a little bit when I saw what was in her little potty, but I'm obviously so proud. I wasn't going to make a big deal. I mean, I did make a huge deal out of it not being gross, even though it really was.
That's amazing.
I know. I was like, holy shit.
Aww.
I should probably stop screaming.
It's okay.
Curse words in your house.
It's fine. My daughter will never go to sleep, so.
Yeah. She's singing a song to us.
Aww.
That was big.
Yeah, I feel like it just, in the blink of an eye, this stuff just happens.
I know.
And it's wild.
I mean, she hasn't gone on the potty since, but you know.
I mean,
we gotta get serious about
baby
that.
Steps. Baby steps. It'll be fine.
This summer.
Don't force it like I did.
Yeah. I already tried that.
I mean, it kind of worked in my benefit because I do have a potty trained child, but.
Yeah, true.
There were tears along the way.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For everybody.
Oh. All right. Do you have any good tantrums or treats that you want to start with?
Yes, I have two tantrums that just happened tonight, actually. One of them was Millie came home and she asked for a passy, and all her passies are at daycare. And Matt didn't bring home her backpack today when he picked her up. And that's she'll go with one and then they'll put it in her backpack halfway through the day, when she's not looking. Because we're trying to wean her off of it. Mm-hmm. And so she just had no passies at home. And I was like, sorry, girl, we don't have any passies. And she's like, I need a passy. She was just freaking out. And I was like, all right, the only way we're getting a passy is if we go get one from Nana's house.
Oh,
and
no.
So Nana lives really close by, but I texted my mom and I was like, so do you have any passies? Can we come get one? And so we went in the car. We literally drove in the car to go to my mom's house to get a passy. Matt's like, seriously, why are you doing this? And I'm like, I'm a sucker.
You gotta do what
I
you gotta
just
do.
know that she will not go to sleep tonight if she does not have one. So that happened. And then do you want to pause? And then Matt, we were outside earlier this evening, and Matt was throwing a tennis ball against the side of our house because he's a boy.
Right. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Did you break a window?
Millie was like, what is he doing? What doing? All concerned. And I'm like, I know. What is he doing? He's going to break the house. Just giving him crap. And she starts bawling.
Oh,
She starts crying her eyes out. He gonna break the house. I'm like, no, he's not like actually gonna break the house. It was
It's like that one phrase you choose to use in a moment and then it never goes away.
Yeah, she was really concerned that, the house was gonna break.
Oh,
sorry,
well,
Millie.
At least your house didn't break. Mine is breaking, so.
Yeah. On wood.
Well, my tantrum is, drum roll, Lainey.
Is it currently happening?
No, not this current one. But so over the weekend, it was Chloe's first birthday party, and that was super exciting for everyone but Lainey.
Oh.
We were like opening her gifts and everything, and Lainey just didn't understand that they were not hers. So she kept like taking things away from Chloe, and then Chloe would lose her mind, and then she would say, "That's mine," and we're like, actually it's not. And so it was that whole thing. But a lot of the gifts that they got, they can use together. But it was just like, I'm like, hey, do you want to go outside? And then she like went outside and played while we did the rest. But
oh gosh,
yeah, it was touch and go there for a minute. But.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to explain to little ones.
Yeah,
we always got like as a kid, like we would get one present like for our siblings' birthdays. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's like
a thing
anymore.
Well, one set of grandparents brought her like a gift, for sure, and then my mom and my stepdad, they actually got us a swing that's outside now, like one of those saucer swings, so it's like it kind of looks like a trampoline, and you so just cute. Like and they love
your
it.
backyard's slowly getting pimped out.
Adam's like, really excited about it.
It's like Kids Fest back there. And I'm coming over and playing.
It's really great for mowing.
This was a good moment for Adam to walk in the room. I love it. Adam, we're going to throw a kids party in your backyard all summer long.
I mean, that's basically what we do every day, so.
Not Adam throwing shade.
Yeah, well. What was your treat?
Yeah. Millie has started saying aw. And so she'll just like, if she's like reading a book and something's cute, or she sees a baby on TV, she goes, oh, it's so cute. I know she's like mimicking me. Yeah. But it's so cute.
Oh my gosh. You know what, Lainey, this is not my treat, but what Lainey started to do recently is she started to say, well, before everything that she says. We'll say, like, cute. Lainey, you need to go potty. And she'll say, well, first I need to blah, 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 X, Y, and Z. She'll open our door at night and we'll say, Lainey, what are you doing? And she goes, well, I just need to talk to you. Oh like, Lainey, get out of here.
So freaking cute. You can't even be mad.
Like, there's those little, like, tiny things that they, like, catch onto. And
So another one is excuse me. She started saying excuse me. So we have that little playhouse that you guys have. It's like, a tiny playhouse from Amazon. Yeah. And I was sitting in it with her. We were playing Tea Party. And she needed to go behind me to grab something. And she goes, excuse me, mama.
Oh, that is so cute.
And the last thing that she's been saying that's so cute. I guess I must have taught her, like, to say, like, see you next time when we leave places. So we were leaving to go to school yesterday. And Bogey, our dog, was inside, and I was like, bye, Bogey. And she goes, bye, Bogey. See you next time.
Oh,
it's so cute to say to your dog. I don't know.
Yeah.
So her little, like, language skills are just blossoming.
So cute.
Even her teacher said that. She noticed that recently.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It's really fun. I love having conversations with her.
I know, like real conversations. Yes.
Lainey, we, like, laugh so much.
Lainey has started to figure out like the days that she's not going to school, like when it's either a weekend or like a random day that we're keeping her home. Yeah. And she'll say, no school today. No school today. She's so excited.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
But I have my actual treats. I have one for Lainey and one for Chloe. My one for Chloe was that she took a couple steps today, so I already spoiled that one. But
so sweet.
For Lainey, this was just so cute. This is another, like, her language is just like astronomical.
Yeah.
What were we doing? It was Chloe's birthday, and I was going to pick up, it was right before we went to gymnastics last week, and I wanted to stop at the grocery store and get cupcakes for her to actually, like, blow out a candle on her birthday. Yeah. So we stopped there, but it had been raining all day, and I was carrying Lainey into the grocery store, and it's like a blacktop parking lot, and she looks down and she's like, oh, the ground is wet. I was like, yeah. She goes, it's slippery. And then she said, please don't let me fall. And I'm holding her with one arm, like, you know how you hold your kid. Yeah. And she said, can you please put your other hand under my booty?
She She was genuinely worried you're gonna like drop her.
I was like, when have I ever dropped you? First of all, she was like, no, like the ground is slippery, and I obviously can't trust you. So, so I'm like holding her with 2 hands. Like, okay, but it was just like such a big girl language, like, but specifically under her booty is where my hand needed to go.
So funny.
Yeah,
it was like how did she know like what would happen? Like that's crazy.
I don't know. It was so cute though.
It's so wild.
So we have a fun topic to cover today.
Yes.
You literally just got back from Disney, and we did the whole kit and caboodle in January this year.
Yes. We're going to talk about Disney World with toddlers / babies today.
All the things. The first thing I want to say is the life hack for going to Disney is to bring your grandparents.
Oh, that's a good one.
Or like you had family with you.
I did.
Just like somebody else to help corral.
That's a great piece of advice. My piece of advice was I literally wrote down, I want to preface this episode by saying low expectations are key.
Yes.
To really everything in life. I've said that before. I'll say it again, I'm sure. But like especially Disney. Like it's a very overwhelming experience. So
yeah, for sure.
I would say don't have expectations. Like, sure, have an idea in your head of what you would like to do that day. Actually, I very much encourage you to map out the day before you go.
100%.
The night before or whatever. Me, I did it like weeks before because I was so excited. But definitely map out your day, but also just go in with low expectations. If you don't get to everything, like there will be another time.
Yeah.
And you really can't predict toddler tantrums and lots of, unpredictable factors that come along with having kids.
Yeah, I will say that I am not physically capable of going in with low expectations to do anything. So I go in like reaching for the moon, and then I stress everyone out. And that's like, it's just what I do best.
Well, but did that actually happen?
I actually feel like when I feel like the parks that I spent a lot more time trying to figure out and like trying to plan minute by minute, we actually were able to do more in.
Yeah, because you knew what to expect.
Yeah. Whereas the first park we went to, and we'll get into like specifics in a little bit, but I feel we did nothing because we just like went in blind, and that was the dumbest thing we could have done.
Right, because you just don't you don't know what there is to offer. I mean, you can.
And it's just like, I had a person with me that's worked at Disney for years and years and years, and it is still like, you're just so in awe. Like,
you want to see everything.
Yeah.
So real fast, let's talk about what to bring, or like how can you best prepare?
Money. You should bring a lot of money because you're never going to financially recover from this.
You're never, ever going to. Absolutely not. Oh, but that's actually a really good point. Before you go, download the Disney app, of course, and put all your information in and put your credit card in there. It will save you so much time because all the gift shops, you can do virtual pay. Virtual.
You can
checkout.
actually, virtually check out in the store without going in the line.
You don't have to talk to a single person.
Yep, it's great. Beautiful.
And then also food. You can also order food ahead of time. So having your credit card linked is super helpful.
Yeah,
there.
and you can add your like park tickets to your Apple Wallet if you have an iPhone. And
actually, you're actually supposed to add them to your wallet. I didn't add my tickets to my wallet, and they were like, you need to add them to your wallet, like at the gate.
I think most places now recommend doing that just because sometimes it's so hard to get any connectivity when you're around that many people, and but that is weird that they wouldn't just take your.
It was like a low-key, like not a great experience. Also, just prepare for it to be really hot. Like no matter what time of year you go, it's going to be warm. Yeah, but
it was perfect when we went.
Well,
like we couldn't
have that.
You went in the summertime. I went like the second week of January, and it was like
go in January.
Yeah, it was high 60s.
We shouldn't be promoting this for people to do.
Mid 70s. We had one day where it reached the 80s, but it was still like so perfect.
So next time we go, I'm gonna go in December or January.
Yeah, well, don't go in December. That's the worst time to go. It's like the busiest time of year.
February.
Yeah.
Okay. But we went in May, and it was scorching, like 90-some degrees, so humid. So prepare for it to be really hot. So some of those things could include, definitely bring a change of clothes for everyone in your family. I had a change of clothes. Millie had a change of clothes. We were set. The little fans that hook onto strollers, those are a game changer. Water bottles, of course. For sure. You can fill up water.
We did Yeti, so our ice wouldn't melt during the day. Yeah.
That's awesome. I saw some people with like those little, they look super nerdy, but like it's like a thing that you put around your neck and I think it cools your.
Oh, I was going to say a cooling towel. I have so many of them from tennis.
Okay. What is it like? How do you do it?
So it's just this like athletic material cloth and you wet it and then you put it in a bag and it just like you put on it's like ice. It feels so good.
Oh, I could have used one of those.
Like you can use them at the gym or like when you're out and about if you like to go hiking.
Oh, that's
they're just really nice for that.
Idea. These people had like it looked like hard plastic almost. I don't know, but either one would work. We didn't have either of those and we were fine. But
I will say that something that stressed me out beyond belief, when like all the research I was doing beforehand about what to bring, was our stroller. I freaked out. Did I tell you about this? Like when I was freaking out? I was probably too deep in my freak out to tell more people, but
to speak.
And like I was like, what are we gonna do? Like we have a double stroller for our girls, and at the time Chloe was still able to use the bucket seat, and I was like, that's gonna be great for the airport. We're not gonna use it in the park, but like it'll be great just to click in, click out, get in the rental car, it'll be better. And then I was looking at Disney guidelines for like how big strollers can be, and our stroller was 0.5 inches too wide, and I was like, come on. So I joined another great thing you can do is join like Disney Facebook groups, because these people know literally everything.
Oh, that's smart.
And so I was asking questions on there, and like it was like right down the middle, half and half. People were like, you'll be fine, just take it, and other people were like, I wouldn't chance it, like they're gonna measure it at the gate, and if it doesn't fit between the two whatever, they're not going to let you in. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me right now?
0.5 inches.
Yeah. And then I had people say like, I took the exact same stroller and I was totally fine. And I was like, so we just like in the back of our heads, we're like, we are taking the stroller.
Praying.
If something happens, we'll take it back to the car and we'll rent there.
Strollers, yeah.
But, and it was fine.
It was.
One thing you like, zero exceptions, they do not allow wagons.
Wagons, I know. Isn't that crazy?
I don't know. I'm curious as to why.
They're probably just too big.
I mean, there's not a shot a wagon is bigger than my double stroller.
Yeah, that's probably true.
That thing's a monster.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But I was looking on like Facebook Marketplace for cheap strollers to buy. Aww. Like I was losing it. And we finally figured it out.
You plan so much and like watch that be the
one thing. That, like, and I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
Have you heard of people doing this like rent a stroller at the airport?
Not at the airport, but there were specific places in Orlando that people were recommending. It was like, I wish I could remember the name of it, but
bippity boppity. It wasn't that, but like it was something like that. And I thought it was in the airport, but we didn't do that.
Know.
We brought our own
a lot
stroller.
of people recommended a specific place, and they must just like cater to Disney.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Or just like, I'm assuming that's probably what most people are renting strollers for, but
yeah. I've heard that that's like a really, I don't know, great thing to do. Kingdom strollers?
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can always rent in the park. The only thing is it's just like a hard plastic. Like
that would not have been okay for Chloe.
Yeah, if they need to take a nap, which they will.
And she was just too little then. Like it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
Plus like storage for all your crap. Like
yeah, for sure. I also like when you are mapping out your day, of course, map out the things you want to do, but I would map out places that have air conditioning just because sometimes you need a break really fast. Yeah. Like rides that are inside or like shows that are inside. Just make sure, like, just add a little note that says it's air conditioning if someone's having a meltdown or if you're about to have a freak out.
If you're having a meltdown.
I had a few meltdowns. Did you do Genie Plus?
No, and I wish we would have done at least a couple lightning passes for rides.
Do you want to explain real fast what Genie Plus is?
So I don't really know a ton about it. Like I know that they can help you book things.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, I don't know
it's
a
like
ton.
The nowadays Fast Pass.
Yeah.
So you have to get...
Okay, I think it used to be called a Lightning Pass then.
Lightning.
Like,
yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
basically if you get Genie Plus, you're buying lightning lanes. And so if you buy a certain amount, or like you get, I forget how many lightning lanes.
The thing that I don't like about it though, like I think of like, we used to go to Kings Island all the time growing up, and you could buy like however many tickets you wanted for lightning lanes, but you could use them whenever you wanted. With Genie Plus, you have like a half-hour window that you have to schedule it. So you have to be like so purposeful about like jumping from ride to ride and being in the same area. But then I'm like, what happens if the line is too long? And like,
exactly,
it's
you can't predict with
hard.
toddlers.
I think it's very interesting that you have to do it down to the time.
Yeah. I was all for it. And then my brother texted me the night before. He's like, I don't think this makes sense. Because we had a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and 2 1-year-olds.
Yeah.
I was like, I just don't think this makes sense. And honestly, I'm glad he said that because it is expensive.
It is very expensive.
It's like, well, isn't it like $25 a person?
I don't remember. I feel like there's different tiers you can do depending on how many passes that you wanted to get.
Day. So if you did that every day for your trip.
And you have to do it for every single person that's going on the ride, obviously. So like for us, it was me and Adam and Lainey and Chloe. Well, Chloe went on a couple rides, but also Adam's parents. That premium for her ticket, but like if she wanted to get in the lightning pass lane and she needed to like sit on a ride, we would have had to get her one.
Oh yeah, that's worth it.
I will say the one thing that is 100% worth it is the memory maker. Did you get that?
No.
Oh my gosh, it's so worth it.
Wait, that was like hella expensive.
Yeah, well, you only went to one park, so we had it. So it's just like in your app. So all of the photo opportunities in the park. Did you see different photo opportunities?
No.
So they're like they're everywhere, like getting your picture in front of the castle, like going down Main Street, and like there's just people set up everywhere. When you saw Mickey, like those people, like you're getting your pictures taken with the characters. You just like scan your ticket.
What that was.
Yeah, and then they pop up on the app and you just download them. So it's like you don't have to figure out a way to get everybody in a picture. Like they just do it for you. And like they're not always great, but we had character dining at least once or twice a day. So we knew we were going to have like,
oh my gosh.
And we stopped every time we saw someone that was going to take a picture, we did it.
I totally did not realize that it was like people were set up at spots. I thought somebody was like going to come with you and like follow you around all day.
I mean, that would be great.
I genuinely thought that.
No, there's like different photo ops, and I wish they were easier to spot because they're not super obvious. They need to have like a big balloon or something. I don't know.
So to get the photos, do you have to purchase them?
No, you just download them.
Okay, so once you pay for this memory maker, you're like good to go.
Yep. And like ours, we only paid for it once. And
yeah, $75. That's not terrible.
We lasted our whole trip, so it was totally worth it.
I would have totally done that had I known what it was. So thank you for next time.
Yeah, that was amazing, and we have so many good pictures from it.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, long story short, I don't think Genie Plus is worth it if you have young kids. I just think getting from one place to another at a certain time, like making a reservation under all these other circumstances,
we already had reservations for all of the character dining. Like there would have been no way we could have figured out how to get all that stuff in between it.
Yeah. And plus you can look on the app and see what wait times are for everything. So you could always just like head to somewhere that has like a short wait time if you're worried about that, which I was.
How did Millie do in lines? I know you were worried about that.
She actually did fine. We didn't wait in crazy lines except for the Small World where her passy fell in the water. Oh my gosh. And I was just looking on the app yesterday and it's closed. And I'm like, oh my God, what if it's closed because like her pacifier blocked a pipe or something?
It's going to be on the news. Yellow pacifier recovered at the scene. Millie's going to be like, oh.
She actually did fine.
Good.
She had her cousins.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. She had a little bit more distraction.
Yeah.
I was surprised at how well Lainey did because you just never know.
Yeah.
Another thing I was going to say that is definitely worth it is to like get the autograph book. And you don't have to get one at Disney, but have one to use when you're there.
I remember having that when I was a kid.
Oh, I never went to Disney as a kid. So this is like my first experience with the whole thing.
Okay. First of all, I can't what? That's how my sister-in-law was.
Yeah. But it was just so cute because Lainey got so used to it. So when a character would walk up to her, she'd be like, wait, I have to get my book and my pen. And she'd like run to her bag, get her book and her pen and like run it back over. And then she'd give them a hug. But like she'd wait there patiently, like watching them sign her book. And then she'd put it down and then she'd give them a hug. But so she definitely,
like, I need my autograph.
Yeah, she definitely got the hang of it. It was
I
cute.
feel like we did that, you know, back in 97 or whatever, but the characters just walked around the park, so it was so much easier to like access them to get.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
I don't, but I can picture.
Oh, yeah, they just used to be free range.
Yeah. Well, I'll get into like specific places that we went when we talk about the parks, but I had a completely different vision on what character dining looked like. I like pictured us sitting at like a large table, like with the characters like sitting with us. And that's not at all what it's like. That's like so not even a little like so far from the truth. Like I was going to get a private dining experience with Mickey himself.
What are they going to do? Just sit there?
I know. Like they're not going to eat. You know, I don't know what I was thinking, but
that's so funny.
So if you're hoping that that's going to happen,
don't have expectations.
So that didn't happen.
Did you take the monorail or the ferry boat into Magic Kingdom?
Okay, so Magic Kingdom, my first gripe about Magic Kingdom is it takes you like an hour just to get to the park.
Yeah.
So you can either travel by monorail or ferry.
Yep.
And we let Lainey pick and she wanted to ride the boat. So we took the ferry over. And it was also a little easier with a stroller, honestly. There was like you just walk on and there's so much space.
Nice.
And she enjoyed the boat ride. What about you?
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Monorail, we took the monorail. It was faster, we heard. So we took it. But it was kind of tight getting the stroller in there. And then my sister-in-law.
Can you imagine the double stroller?
Well, we have twins.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
pieces. So, but theirs is not the side by side. Theirs is the one in front of the other. So
oh,
I
gotcha.
It was a little bit easier.
Yeah.
So she enjoyed the monorail.
That's good. We took the monorail the way back, so we did it both.
You like come around this corner and you see the castle, and I just started like tearing up. I was like, I'm not well.
So like I said, Magic Kingdom was the park that we planned the least amount in, so we didn't actually get to do much. Another thing that I was very sad about is I so desperately wanted Lainey to be able to do the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, but you have to be at least 3 to do it, and she was just under 3 at the time, so it's whatever. So she didn't do that, but
Next time.
Well, what we did instead is I had bought ahead of time, and like she did not know this. I bought her the legit Cinderella dress with like the crown and the gloves and the shoes. Aww. And then I did her hair up in a ballerina bun and like let her put some makeup on, and we did her nails, and she got glitter everywhere, and so she still got the experience.
Yeah. Did she wear that all day?
Oh yeah. All day. Not the shoes. She ended up changing her shoes, but yeah, she would not take it off.
Oh my God, good for obsessed. Her. That's great.
That was our longest day for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have like a list of things that we did do in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah. Well, first, did you get your free pin?
No.
Your first time pin?
No, we didn't do pins. No.
So you can get a free pin for any, like, if you're celebrating something.
Yes.
If you got married.
If it's like your birthday.
Your first time. So we got Millie a first time pin.
That's cute.
All her cousins. Yeah. And I'll cherish it forever.
I mean, I could take her back the second time and say it was her first time.
Absolutely.
And get
it, it's her first time this year.
Yeah.
I might make it into like a Christmas ornament.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Memory.
Yeah. Did you get to see the show by the castle? We missed the opening ceremony because we didn't get there early enough, but like just the show that they put on at the castle, they like sing and dance and
okay, maybe we caught the tail end of that.
Like all the characters come out. We saw Anna and Elsa and Olaf.
Yeah. We saw that.
Yeah, that was like when we walked into the park that was going on. So that was really cool.
So the first, here's a pro tip that my friend who is a Disney travel agent told me. When you first walk in, you got to go to Town Square Theater. It's like one of the first buildings off to the right, and that's where Mickey is in the morning. And so you got to get in there because nobody knows about it, and there's hardly ever any lines. Yep. I think we waited like 10 minutes.
Another really good tip about that same place is if you forget about it in the morning like we did because we had no idea, you can also go in the middle of the day during the parade because everybody's outside, and we went in and there was literally 0 people in that. We walked right in.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Also in that same building, they do the what do you call that, embroidery for the little hats.
Oh, cute.
Which I thought were really cute. I think I got one once when I was little, but it's like a little hat that has ears that you can get embroidered with your name or something, which I think would be cute for like people, for like kids who don't want to do the ears just yet, because it's like a hat more so than like a ear.
Oh, I have a
because those ears hurt.
Yeah, but I have a good idea for the ears. So don't buy them at the park because they're like $3 billion. We actually went to a local Walmart and got them, and they're so cute. But they're so cheap.
$35.
Yeah, no, ours were like $10. That's
another thing. Just get ready to spend a lot of money.
Yes.
I guess we did say that.
Well, I know you did this one too. We did, I think right after the castle show, we did the Monsters Laugh floor, which is so cute.
That was my absolute favorite.
Another air conditioned indoor
you get to
option.
Sit.
Yes,
parents, you get to sit,
and they involve the audience too.
Oh, so funny.
Which is fun.
We were all dying.
Yeah,
like even the kiddos.
It was funny. Yeah. I mean, like, I think it went over Lainey's head for sure, and I'm sure it did Millie's too. But like, they're just like laughing and looking around, and
but she loves the characters.
Yeah, they just see Mike talking, and that's all she cared about. Although she did keep asking, "Where's Sully? Where's Sully?" Because Sully is not there.
Oh yeah, I guess he wasn't. So you went straight to Tomorrowland. So over to the right.
This is the park I did in Zero.
All futuristic.
I don't know where we were. We actually no. That's not the order of operations. We did the show by the castle, and then we walked over to like Aladdin's area.
Oh, okay. We didn't do that at all.
We rode the magic carpet ride, and the only reason we did that is because it was right before our first reservation. We had a breakfast reservation at Crystal Palace. Okay. Yeah, so that's where we saw Pooh and Tigger and Piglet and Eeyore. That was so cute.
Okay, I actually ended up canceling ours.
Why?
Like right before, because I freaked out and I was worried that we wouldn't make it on time, because it was like an 11:30 reservation, so it was like more of a lunch thing. So I didn't know where we were gonna be.
If it's literally like right there when you walk in.
Yeah, but like if we were in the back of the park, we'd have to like truck it up to the front. I don't know. I got stressed out. And then it was pretty expensive.
Yeah, it's all $60 a head.
And I heard the food's not good.
I mean, every single character dining thing is just like
buffet.
It's just a buffet style thing.
So I was like, there seems to be a lot of cons.
Although I thought all the food was fine.
Yeah. I'm not picky.
Yeah.
But like, I had other people with me that I was like making.
You're not paying for the food. You're paying for the characters.
Totally. And if it was just me and Millie, 100% we would have done it. But I didn't want to inconvenience my group.
Yeah. My biggest gripe, and I know I already talked about this on another episode, but like we spent all day standing in line to see Daisy and Donald and Goofy and Minnie and Mickey, and then we had all these character dining experiences where we saw them anyways. So we like wasted the entire day doing that, because I clearly didn't know what to expect at character dining. So looking back, I wouldn't have done that because we didn't see a single princess, and I know Lainey would have loved that. Like, she kept asking about Ariel, and we went to Animal Kingdom, and Moana was there, and I had no idea, and she would have loved that. So definitely would have done that differently. But
we didn't do any characters except for Mickey, just because she's not really into any of them right now.
Yeah, I mean, Lainey was all about it.
Yeah,
could not stop her.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah. We did the carousel, which I know you loved.
I really can't do carousels anymore, guys.
And that was like one of the last things we did before we left to do Chef Mickey's we went to for dinner, which is, again, just another character dining with buffets. But they had really good food at that one.
Was that in Magic Kingdom?
Yeah. So it's technically outside of Magic Kingdom. It's in one of the resorts. So you have to take the monorail to it.
Gotcha.
But that was...
Gosh, next time I want to stay in one of those resorts. You just hop on the monorail and go wherever you need to go.
Yeah.
They're just really
I wouldn't.
expensive.
I don't think I can ever go back to not having a house.
Yeah.
It's just like so much nicer. Everyone gets their own room. Like, we had a private pool.
Yeah.
It was just...
I feel like if I just take Millie again, which is like the two of us, or like, a little girls trip or something, it would be fine. But yeah, as a family, that would be really hard.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were in Fantasyland.
Okay.
You did the Prince Charming Regal Carousel. We also did that.
Yeah, that's right near, it's like under the castle.
Yes. So,
and that's where the boutique is.
My friend messaged me when she found out I was going to Disney. So Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique is on the left. Across the street is a store called Sir Mickey's, and that's where they sell all of like the princess dresses and princess accessories. Mm-hmm. And you can also, they have a photo studio in there. So after you get your Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique makeover, you can go over there and like take a picture.
Cute.
But we went in, and my friend told me you can get
fairy dust.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say pixie dusted. Yeah. Fairy dusted, whichever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you have to be older than 3. So they did me and my sister-in-law, and then like they just pretended to do Millie's.
You should have told them she was 3.
I know. I was like, seriously? I'm her parent. Like, if I say it's okay, isn't that fine? But yeah, if you have a little girl or just a little person who wants to get fairy dusted.
That's cute. Did you guys actually watch the parade down Main Street?
We did.
Yeah. We were too busy waiting in line to see Mickey again.
Yeah.
Well, that was actually the one where we didn't have to wait in line, but
it was actually kind of meant to be because we honestly weren't even paying attention to the time. We wanted to ride, so we had been in Storybook Village, and we had just done the Dumbo ride, which I want to plug real fast. Did you guys do Dumbo?
We did so many rides that were exactly like Dumbo. I can't even tell you. Like the Aladdin ride is the same thing.
Is
like,
it?
Yeah.
So you walk inside, and the line like is inside, but there's a giant playground indoors. It's air conditioned.
And they just like let you go, and then when it's almost your turn to go, they like you get like a buzzer like at a restaurant.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Oh, the line must have been really long because we got buzzers.
Oh yeah, ours was really short.
We played, and then as soon as the buzzer went off, we had to go back.
I didn't know that. That's genius.
Uh-huh.
We just stopped and played for a little bit.
That's so funny.
It's such a good idea. I'm like, every place should do that. But anyway, we had just finished that, and we were walking to go ride the train, and we rode the train up to the front, and the parade had just started, and they weren't running the train during the parade, so we had to get off, or we could have sat on the train for a half hour, but we weren't going to do that with toddlers. So we got off, and we watched it on Main Street, like where they end. Yeah. So that was really cool.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I wish we would have rode more rides and seen more princesses at Magic Kingdom because we just didn't plan it out very well, but it's fine.
Something that saved our lives was the splash pad area in Storybook Village. It's like the back right-hand corner, like where the train stop is too.
Yeah, we didn't make it that far.
It was perfect. We probably hit it up at like 2, and so it was like really hot. Everyone had like just kind of like reached their like breaking point, and so we went and played in the water.
Oh, that's cool.
That was actually really nice.
Well, we didn't discover that. There's just so much ground we didn't cover.
I know, same. We literally did not even cover any of the left-hand side of.
I feel like we kept getting turned around, and we're like, "What? Like, is there more? Like, you just have to figure out how to navigate it." But
it's definitely a lot to take in.
It was just a really long day, and we got there early, and then we had our breakfast reservation, and then we couldn't get into Chef Mickey's until 7.
Oh my gosh,
and that's
so
like
late.
bedtime, so we didn't get back to the house until like 9:30 or 10. Like,
kids.
But you know what? Lainey was so tired, so she fell asleep on the way back. She was like asleep. We took her out of the car, still asleep, took her up the stairs to her room, put her on the potty, changed her into her pull-up and her pajamas, and the girl never woke up.
Oh my God, I love that.
We were like, this is amazing.
That's another thing. They will sleep well.
Yeah, for sure. Did you have anything else at Magic Kingdom?
Yes.
Okay.
We didn't do this. Millie and I did not do it, but my brother and nephew did. He's almost 4. The Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin. So it's basically like you shoot things.
Oh, yeah. We were going to do that, but the wait was like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, one thing that I never thought I would say, the People Mover was super, super fun.
What's that?
So it's basically just this like little tram that goes around the outside.
Like at the fair.
I don't know. I've never been. But yeah, it just like it goes around like Tomorrowland, but then it also goes like inside like Space Mountain. So you can see Space Mountain. You can go inside like these other areas. And Millie had actually fallen asleep on me, so it was kind of perfect because I got to sit and just like hold her. And then my little nieces who just turned 1, like it would be bright, and then it would be like completely pitch black because we'd go in like like Space Mountain or something, and it was hilarious to like hear their reactions. They're like, "What is happening?" And then like we go back outside, and they're like squinting their eyes.
So funny,
so cute.
Aww.
But I actually really enjoyed the People Mover, and I don't think I've ever sounded older in my life.
Well, one thing I did forget to say about Magic Kingdom is you have to get a Mickey pretzel. And I know we already talked about this, but like you still have to get a Mickey pretzel. And that's the only snack we got in the park. And we needed to get more. But yeah. Although that's not true. We also got popcorn and it was so good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got cotton candy and an Olaf ice cream, and I got that cold brew slushie.
Oh, yeah.
So good. And then
I could use one of those
red
right now.
slushie because it just sounded really good. What other food?
Everything else we had reservations for, so.
Yeah, the pretzel was like my lunch, and then I just like snacked all day. So plus we packed a ton of snacks.
Mm-hmm.
I think we forgot to mention
as you do when you're a parent.
A million snacks.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Things we didn't do that I really wanted to was the Winnie the Pooh ride. I don't know what it is. It's an adventure.
There's a Winnie the Pooh ride?
Yeah, and guess what? I'm even more mad because there's a gift shop right next to it.
Ugh.
I know.
Had no idea.
Go back.
Yeah, we need to go
Jungle
back.
Cruise.
We should go back together and then report back.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. Jungle Cruise. That looked really fun.
Like just you and me, not the kids.
Oh, yeah. Okay, perfect. Love it. We're doing research for our podcast.
Maybe we can sponsor it and go there for free.
Oh my gosh.
The dream.
Like doing this though, like made me sad. Like I'm like, I want to go back.
Yeah, I know.
Enchanted Tales with Belle.
Oh, that was on our list of things to do, and we didn't make it in time. Okay. And they're like very strict about when the door closes.
Really? Because it's a show.
Yeah. Well, also I think like they're probably at capacity, but whatever. We're not that big. We'll stand in the back.
Really?
No, I underestimated how long your reservations take. Like it's like a whole 2-hour extravaganza because if you want all the characters to come to your table, like it's just a waiting game for them to like make their rounds.
Gotcha.
So you're there for at least 2 hours.
Okay, now I'm extra glad we didn't do it because I don't think any of those kids have it in them.
Yeah, I think Billy probably would have been fine. The one, I mean, I don't know, Chloe was fine, but
yeah,
she just chilled in her stroller, and I mean, you give that girl food and she's fine.
Yeah. And then the other thing that we didn't do that I really wish we would have is there's a spring roll food cart.
A spring roll food cart?
Yeah, food cart. And they have like pizza spring rolls and like, I don't know. It just sounded good. Oh, and
the is it a spring roll like sushi?
Like an egg roll. No, like think like an egg roll.
Okay.
I don't know. They have like pizza and different.
I'm like you said pizza and okay.
Yeah, I don't know. But also the Dole Whip. Did you have a Dole Whip?
I didn't have anything. Oh, yeah, no. Except a pretzel because I'm not crazy. But yeah,
just like a little bit. Okay, I think that's all I have for Magic Kingdom, and we only did Magic Kingdom, so that is all I can offer up.
So we did Magic Kingdom on our first day because I literally couldn't wait any longer. Yeah. Well, also I planned these days out based off of the reservations that were available.
Yeah.
The next day we did Animal Kingdom, and the first thing I will say about Animal Kingdom is you can do this park in half a day. Like you can spend a few hours there.
Really?
Yeah. Especially for Lainey's age, there's not a lot that she can do there. Like most of the rides are roller coasters that she can't go on.
Oh.
But
which is interesting because I would expect it to be more kid friendly because animals.
Yeah, I mean it is super kid friendly, but if you're like a rides person, that like Disney Magic Kingdom is for toddlers for sure.
Yeah.
But the Finding Nemo show was probably one of our favorite things of our entire trip. Like it was so good
with Crush, right? The turtle.
Oh yeah, I mean everyone was there, the whole shebang.
But isn't it like a real person that's like telling jokes?
It's all puppetry. Oh no, are you thinking of that like TikTok with Crush?
Yeah.
And, like, no, it's not that.
Oh okay.
No, this is like puppetry. But it's like it's so well done, and they tell the whole story of Finding Nemo, and yeah,
really,
it was
loved that.
Oh my God, Chloe even was like so excited.
Oh.
We did a safari lunch with Donald at Tusker House, and that was great. But again, we saw Donald and Goofy and Pluto, and like the whole shebang was there, and we're like, oh, here we go again. So we have like 17 signatures of the same. But you know what's an interesting fun fact about signatures? As a character, you are trained on how to sign, so they're all like identical.
Yeah,
and it's cool to like go back and look.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And then the actual safari. So this is like the main attraction at Animal Kingdom where you go and you were like in a safari, like caravan, and they like drive you around all the animals. It was a 2-hour wait, and I thought it was just okay. Like, the animals aren't really there. You couldn't see a lot of the times. I don't know. People like freak out about this thing, but I didn't think it was that amazing.
And 2 hours, that's a long time to wait.
Yeah, it was and it was like the shortest wait it had been all day. And we're like, if we're going to do it, we got to do it. And it was meh to me, but Lainey got her face painted there, which was super fun. And high props to the lady that did her face painting, because Lainey would refuse to pick something that was on the board, and she kept saying, I want Nemo and Dory, I want Nemo and Dory. And I was like, is there any way you can give her Nemo and Dory? And she was like, so I'm not allowed to paint like characters, like trademark Spo. What they did is they did just like the like silhouette Mickey, and they did it in Nemo colors and in Dory colors. But it was so cute. Yeah.
And she liked it?
Yeah. And then she just like free-handed it, because that wasn't like an option. She did a great job. Dinosaur Land and Animal Kingdom is super cute. So Donald is there and Goofy, and they're like in their like dino costumes, and they had a handful of rides there, but like they had a dino ride that's just like Dumbo, like ride. Yeah. But it's kind of set up like a carnival. Like there's games that you can play, like you're at the fair.
Want to know?
Don't know what that's like.
Is that coming up? I'm gonna go.
Yeah, it's in a couple months.
Okay, well,
I'm actually gonna drag you there.
Will you take me? It's my first fair.
And then the other big thing at Animal Kingdom is the Lion King show, and we wanted to go see that, but we missed it. But we did get to see, it was Rafiki and one of the other characters were like in a boat, like riding down the river. So we got to see them. So that was cool, but we didn't get to see the show. And then the Tree of Life, of course. Yeah. And get your picture taken there. Lainey was asleep, but we still got our photo op, and she's just asleep on us. So.
Hey.
And then it was nice because it was a half day, and that was our second day. And we just spent the rest of the day just hanging at the pool at home. And we just got to relax. And then we took a day off where we didn't do anything. And then we went to Hollywood Studios, which we definitely had the most fun at Hollywood Studios. This was by far the best park. It's just like where Lainey's at. She had so much fun. We saw a lot of characters here that were well worth the wait. So Olaf, Sully, Woody, Jesse, Buzz, and then a lot of Disney Junior characters like Doc McStuffins and Fancy Nancy.
Oh,
they're so cute.
How are they related to Disney?
They're Disney Junior. Yeah.
I thought you said Nickelodeon.
No, Disney Junior.
Okay, where's my head?
I don't know.
It's getting late.
But we started the day with the Disney Junior play and dine breakfast, and the characters come around and like dance with the kids, and that's where she met Fancy Nancy and Doc McStuffins, and she still talks about them. Like Goofy was there.
Does she watch those?
I've showed them to her since, but not regularly, no.
Yeah.
She didn't care. Like, she was into all of the characters. She's like, I don't care who you are. Yeah. I need you to sign my book and take a picture with me. She knew the drill.
That's so cute.
So next we went to the Frozen performance, and that was Lainey's favorite part before we hit Toy Story World. But it was really cute. We did the Roundup Rodeo lunch in Toy Story Land. It's really cute. So every once in a while you're eating, a voice will come over the like loudspeaker and say, Andy's coming. And then literally the whole restaurant freezes. And like Lainey was like, what is going on? And then like they tell you the coast is clear, and you just like go back to eat. But like the waiters and the waitresses are like amazing. They'll be mid-sentence and like they'll be like, what can I
love
get for you for the rest? Yeah,
I saw a TikTok.
So good.
Oh my god, that's so cute. Do you have to make a reservation for that one?
Oh yeah, you have to make a reservation for everything. Okay. There's no shot. And then we wanted to see the Beauty and the Beast show, but we missed it. That's at Hollywood Studios. And then we rode the spinning alien saucers, which was super cute. It's kind of like if you've ever rode the Scrambler. Yeah. It was similar to that, except like on the floor. But like it was really whipping around at one point, and I was looking at Lainey, and she was like, ooh, but then she started to have fun. I was like, maybe this is too fast for her. But they have a Slinky Dog roller coaster, and she was like an inch away from being able to ride it, so we couldn't go on that. But
that would be
she got to watch it. And then the last park, Epcot, we did not go to, but I heard that it's where you meet Anna and Elsa, and there's actually a Frozen ride there.
Okay.
Word on the street. But that's also where you do like drinks around the world.
Yeah. I feel like that one's more adult.
Yeah. I think.
I mean, I definitely went as a kid and enjoyed it, but I think not as much as the other ones.
Yeah. I don't know a lot about it. I know there's a lot of food in like the different countries.
Yeah. Which is like still cool to explore. But.
Yeah. I just, like you said, like set your expectations low. I think you have to go in with the expectation that you're going to spend half the day standing in line.
Yeah.
Like that's truly, and that's why you need so much time.
Yeah.
Because you're just waiting a lot.
Yeah.
Which you just have to expect to do.
Me and Matt, whenever like we're out doing something fun and like Millie's having a meltdown or something's going wrong, we like look at each other like, we're having fun. And so I just like thought of that at Disney when like Millie was having a meltdown. It's 95 degrees, but like we worked so hard to get here. We spent so much money. Like we're going to have a good time. And it's like truly day, it's okay. You're still making memories.
It's every single time I plan the day to do something fun. And it could be something local. Like getting out of the house is such a pain in the ass. I'm like, get your shoes on, get your shoes on, get your shoes on. We got to get the diaper bag. We got to get the snacks. Do we have water? Do we have this? You got to get sunscreen. Are we good to go? We get in the car and I'm like, I swear to God, if you start crying right now, we are going and it's going to be fun.
Yep.
We're going to have fun. What kind of souvenirs did you bring back with you?
She got the Boo doll. So it's like Boo from Monsters Inc. dressed up in her little monster outfit.
I cannot believe I didn't see this.
Well, you know what? We almost lost it to security because she was holding it and we had to put it through the little security thing and it didn't come through the conveyor belt and we were about to walk off with it.
Oh, at the airport?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But we didn't. I was like, I think our stuffed animal's still in there. And they were like, oh, yeah. What else did we get? She got this little Buzz Lightyear thing. You hold a button and he has lights on his wings and it spins in a circle. I think it's meant for the nighttime parade thing. Which she's almost taken an eye out a few times, so I don't love that. I got her a dress, Aurora actually, dress to wear into the park at the beginning of the day, just to take pictures at the castle. And then I promptly changed her to a Posh Peanut outfit, Posh Peanut Princess outfit. What else? I got her little tea party set.
Cute.
I don't know. I think that's it.
We got like a handful of t-shirts.
Oh yeah, t-shirt.
We did a popcorn bucket that we still use to this day. We got a really cute cup that has the aliens in the bottom of it and it like lights up and like the straw is like the claw. It's so cute.
That's so fun.
I got a pair of Mickey earrings. And then Lainey we went to like the big Disney store you know what? We didn't talk about Disney Springs.
I love Disney.
Oh my gosh. So Disney Springs, it's like just like an outdoor like shopping area. Yeah. But they have like so much to do that we actually did that our first night that we were there before we went to the parks. Yeah.
It's so much fun.
But they're the biggest Disney store in the world there. And we went, and then I let Lainey pick out whatever she wanted. She could pick out one thing she wanted, and she picked out Minnie Mouse light up Crocs.
Love that.
So she got that. I got Chloe like a little Minnie Mouse outfit that I'm sure she's already outgrown. But speaking of Disney Springs, I forgot all about that.
I did too.
We did dinner at this place that came highly recommended, and this is the one thing that I will recommend to 0 people. I hated my life so much at this place.
I bet I can guess.
It's this dinosaur restaurant. Gosh, what the heck is that called?
Wait, no, my sister-in-law said that place was cool.
Yeah, everyone says
everything's dinosaur
you have
themed.
To go there.
I thought you were going to say Rainforest Cafe.
Oh, no, we did not go there. That's probably where we should have gone. The T-Rex Cafe. I'm looking at it now.
Why didn't you like it?
Don't go there. Don't do it. It's awful. It's just like sensory overload. Like, and it was the end of the day and we were like eating dinner. It just like, it gets really dark and then it gets really light and then there's dinosaurs constantly roaring and it's so loud and booming.
It's too much.
There's so much going on. And we have like a toddler, we have a baby, we have my father-in-law, bless your heart, but you can't hear anything already and neither can my husband, and we're like, I was at one point I was like, I'm going to the bathroom.
Oh my God.
I get overwhelmed in places like that. Like it was so much. If it wasn't if it would have been like light.
Yeah.
But it would just get so dark and so light and so dark.
Eat.
Yeah, and it's very slow service, and I feel like everywhere on Disney is like slow because they want you to enjoy the experience. And I'm like, get me the F out of here right now. Oh I will say the one thing that was cute about it is they have like basically a Build-A-Bear for dinosaurs.
Yes.
Yeah. So she did make a dinosaur, and she still sleeps with it to this day. But outside of that, it was awful. I think the food was good. I don't even remember. At one point, I was like, I'm going to need a drink if we're staying here much longer. And
roll out the shots.
Oh, my God. I was like, yeah, bring me a shot of tequila, and I can maybe hang for a little longer. But,
okay, well that's good to know for all.
But other than that, Disney Springs is great.
So much fun. We spent a long time in that Disney store.
We didn't get to go to the Lego store. Did you?
We didn't because I had already spent all of my money at the Disney store, so I figured let's not do that.
Well, I don't know that I would spend any money there, but like the line is always so crazy long, and you get to like participate in building like one of their murals that they're making. So like you pick one piece, and you like it's like numbered where you put it, and you put your piece on, and then like looking back you can see like what part you were building.
That's really cool.
I mean, the line was like crazy.
Yeah, so. It was just amazing to see what they've built out of Legos. Characters, like they're amazing. Tons of characters.
Yeah.
This is where Millie got her Mickey Mouse ice cream.
The
little chocolate with vanilla. So
cute. And there was always like bands playing.
Yeah.
And there's just little shops.
And everything about Disney is so clean.
It is super clean.
Just have people walking around cleaning.
So when we were at the Crystal Palace in Magic Kingdom, that is the place where you can meet Pooh and Tigger and Eeyore and Piglet. There's a little changing area, like a diaper changing area, like right outside the restaurant. And that's the only one of these that we went in, but I'm sure the rest of the park is like a two. There's like you walk in there, first of all, it's like there's a little store where you can purchase things, obviously, because it's Disney.
Yeah.
But then they have like private changing rooms where you can like go in, like if you need a nurse, or if like you have a toddler who just like needs to be alone.
Yeah.
And then they have like a whole diaper changing area with like 5 or 6 changing tables, and then there's an attendant that manages it and like helps you if you need anything.
It's just
awesome. So great.
Yeah. I didn't seek them out or anything. Yeah. But I didn't run into any of those. But
yeah. Yeah, it was really cool.
That's really great if you have small kids.
So I think all in all, Disney is just a lot.
It is.
But it's so worth it. It's so worth it. And I think it'll get easier as the kids get older. I mean, there'll be new struggles.
Yeah.
But I think like navigating that. And like we don't have to worry about naps.
That's true.
And that sort of thing, it'll get a little bit better. I even think like even today, Lainey can make it through the day without a nap.
Yeah.
A lot better than she could just 6 months ago. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, do you want to know what next episode is going to be about?
Yeah.
Okay. I have had a really tough, like last month has just been like life has just been hard on me. So I want to talk about finding the balance. Like, how are you supposed to be a good mom, a good wife, a great employee, eat healthy, get enough sleep, exercise, and still have time for friends without losing your shit?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping I'm hoping you have the answer.
God, no pressure.
This is the topic just because I need to know how.
Yeah. So. Well, I'm not going to help you there, but we can at least we can confide in each other.
Perfect.
And help each other.
All right. Sounds good.
I love it.
Well, thank you guys for listening as always. If you're on socials, you can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Facebook. And you can listen to us where you're listening to us now. And then also anywhere you find your podcasts.
Yes. All right, Mom Besties. Have a great week. You're doing great.
You're amazing.